By the time this security footage was recorded, Brian Rayo Garzon had been held for nearly 2 weeks in a Missouri jail. The Colombian native was detained by Immigration and Customs Enforcement after getting arrested on a misdemeanor fraud charge in St. Louis.
Our routine was to always say goodbye and a prayer.
His mother, Adriana Garzon, says her son had not been allowed to call her for several days. He passed a note to guards, writing in Spanish, "I've gone 4 days without communicating with my mother, and I feel in my heart she's worried about me. I beg you, please." Rayo's mother finally received a call, this one notifying her that her 27-year-old son was in critical condition after a suicide attempt. Security video shows jail staff and first responders performing CPR. He was taken to a local hospital and later flown to another where he was pronounced dead.
It was insensitive. I know they had to give me the news, but to me it felt like they were dumping him.
An Associated Press investigation found that Rayo and at least 9 other ICE detainees have died by suicide since April 2025. That's an unprecedented spike, even accounting for the rapid growth in the detainee population during President Donald Trump's second term in office. The AP reviewed ICE death notifications, autopsy reports, coroner's rulings, and police and EMS records related to 51 detainees who've died in ICE custody since January 2025. Nearly 1/5 of the deaths have been classified as suicides. Like Rayo, most were young Hispanic men who'd been in ICE custody for less than a month.
What also is striking is the sudden trajectory of increase that one sees in the more recent years. Also, the proportion being so high, essentially 1 in 5 deaths from suicide, suicide being the most extreme endpoint of a broader mental health concern, indicates that something is going profoundly wrong if that many suicides are occurring as a proportion of people.
The AP investigation found that staff at detention facilities ignored signs of distress, denied or delayed mental health treatment, and failed to monitor detainees who were already deemed at risk. In some cases, they moved detainees to isolation cells that experts say can exacerbate feelings of helplessness. Rayo was placed in medical isolation after he was diagnosed with COVID-19. The Department of Homeland Security says suicide remains extremely rare during the Trump administration, and that detention staff follow strict protocols to ensure the safety of detainees who show signs of self-harm. Phelps County had started housing ICE detainees shortly before Rayo was placed there. Sheriff Michael Kern didn't return messages seeking comment. DHS says Rayo received high-quality medical care during his time in ICE custody, a point that his mother disputes.
He asked for psychological help. They didn't give it to him. To me, that's negligence.
Rayo had entered the country illegally in 2023, and a judge ordered his removal the next year. His family said he was trying to save money to hire a lawyer to try to stay in the United States. His mother now keeps a candle lit for her son.
Every day we talk about him, every day. There is no day where we don't say his name.